Sue, thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. If you didn't know who was sitting over there, it is the Lieutenant Governor of the Bailiwick of Guernsey. Lee said earlier that he wasn't an expert, and everyone went, yeah, of course, yeah. I'm really not an expert. But what I do genuinely believe that in all of the lists of things that should be of concern to us is that understanding, promoting, protecting the environment has to be at the head of the list of things that should matter to us and to our children. Because if we don't get this right, everything else is a second order issue, in my view. And I really do take my hat off to you. Caring, frankly, is not enough. You have to do something to make a difference. And looking at the board, actions are good, achievements are really good, and I applaud you for looking forward from this meeting. Last year's IIEM was the first I went to. I'm never able to go to these meetings for long enough. It's very frustrating. But I found that really hugely influential on me. And I went away from that thinking, what can I personally do as they're coming out of this meeting? And there were two things that came out of it. One was that I was asked, and far too rapidly agreed to be the patron of the Nature Commission in Guernsey. Those of you who are talking about why did they do that, he's not that photogenic. You haven't seen him in uniform, it's okay. But the truth is that my role has a convening power and has a profile and has a communications ability that frankly does not come that often in our bailiwick. It's entirely cynical on their part. It's entirely cynical on my part. I want them to be brilliant and to be seen on the bailiwick, and if I can help to do that, then I will do. The other thing I did was undertake a biodiversity study of Government House and its grounds, not simply to see what we are doing and how bad or good we are, but to see how we can use Government House and its grounds as a resource for Guernsey as an island and the bailiwick as a whole. It's being done by students as part of their studies. And we're looking to see after that how we can bring in other charities, the schools and so on and so forth to make Government House more of a resource for the bailiwick. And I got that out of a morning of being in Alderney last year. This year's programme has been extraordinary. I haven't been here for very much of it, but just to see it on paper, see how innovative it is, how ambitious it is, how you want to do things. And I absolutely applaud, as I said, actions great, achievements even better. And if I was looking at that list, I was really caught by your phrase, sir. Where have you gone? Yes, your phrase, biosecure bailiwick. That's the first takeaway from me from this. I've got no idea what it means, but it's really catchy. And the first thing I would ask when you look at that list is what actually adds up to a biosecure bailiwick? And the next obvious question is, what are we not doing? It would be interesting to say, where are the gaps in what you do, rather than saying, here's all the things that we do. But I'm sure you've already got that. It's been a tremendous meeting. I've been delighted to be part of it. I'm conscious that as usual for a Lieutenant Governor, I'm the only thing either between you and the bar or a ferry. So I will shut up. I will shut up in about one more minute. Thank you for coming to Sark. If you've not seen enough of the island yet, and I know some of you are staying, there are some fantastic books here. I've read them all. They're all worth it. Please buy them all. Sue wrote most of them. I'd like to thank Sue. Where are you, Sue? Here you are. I'd like to thank Sue. She grabbed me in Alderney last year at the meeting to say, can you come to this one, please, and do something. I was delighted to do so. She does an extraordinary amount for Sark. She's done an extraordinary amount for this community, and I hope you will enjoy me. There are lots of others. This doesn't happen for one person. I know Andy, the Societe, everybody else, but just join me in giving her a round of applause by thanks. And as I say, finally, thank you for coming. Travel safely. If you've liked it, please come back. It's the most special place.
Can I just thank Andy for doing the tech? Because I
And I will ring up the Lieutenant Governor of Jersey after this meeting and tell him to get his green hat on.
Yeah.
Please.